another night video because my ass don't know how to make videos during the day apparently. All right, here's question 16, which is beautiful because it means that I'm nowhere near the end of 60 Days of Blue, which is great because who wants to be at the end of 60 Days of Blue? Everybody loves 60 Days of Blue. Coming to you live from one of my Facebook friends and a fan of the music, which we don't talk about much on the 60 Days of Blue, but I do make music. And here's what she had to ask.
Hello, Blue51. This is Kathy Shirori coming to you from Birmingham, Alabama. Got my do-rag in. I could use a stop at the barbershop. No joke. Doing a cheese straw experiment today. So my cookie press, my mixer are all out ready to go. Nothing to do with my question. Here's my question. You have told us what the blue means in your name, Blue51. I'm curious where the 51 comes from. All right, thank you.
Okay, now first off, if you don't know why she mentioned the do-rag, it's because you don't watch Barbershop Friday with Blue51. Now, that do-rag shit is hilarious. She said she got a do-rag on. We make fun of DJ all the time. We say get the do-rag, like, 50 said get the strap. We say get the do-rag. That's like, you tough. So Kathy tough as nails right now. She got a do-rag on. Secondly, Kathy, you better tell me how to whatever cheese stick experiment you were doing. I want to know what that is and how that came out, because if you got a bunch of equipment out to do it, that joint sound like a science project, and I'm interested. Basically, the 51's like a last name. I literally took it like a last name. I took it like a last name. So Blue51 is because 51 to me was family. When I grew up away from all my immediate family, my brothers and sisters, my mother and father. I grew up with my grandmother, and my grandmother couldn't move around like that. But what was cool was that it was like a little cul-de-sac of kids. One of the guys in the neighborhood, Black, actually, it's funny that he's Black. His nickname was Black growing up. That's just hilarious. If my neighborhood was the Sandlot, he was like Benny the Jet. If you don't know Sandlot or who Benny the Jet is, you need to get your life together. And I was like Ham, because I was that cool. And everybody wanted to be like him, man. He has a great smile, great looking guy, had the waves in his head. All the girls liked him. I literally wanted to be Black growing up. And Black kind of introduced 51 to me as like, that was our neighborhood. Like when we came from Bowman Town, we were all 51. And that little bit of camaraderie stuck with me, because when you don't have your family with you, you end up making a family of friends. It meant a lot to me, and I needed it because it was like my little support group, you know what I'm saying? First, we were just like a crew, and all the neighborhood had different crews, and like, we go to parties and go-go's and shit, and we was doing all the wild stuff that you do when you're young. When we started making music, me and Green was like, what are we gonna be? Like what are we gonna do? We like making a name didn't make sense to us because we was always 51, so we just made the band the 51. And in doing that, we got a lot of notoriety around the area. 51 changed from being like a crew to being like the band. So most people will know the 51 or 51 as a music group, when it originally started as my neighborhood and my crew. And when we branched out, it branched out into music, but it was really just my crew growing up, and my crew was like my family. You know what I mean? Like, all those guys were like family, are like family. A lot of us still have the tattoo. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I have a 51 tattoo, and a lot of us have that tattoo on our arm or somewhere on our arms in some different kind of way, because it was that important. You know what I mean? Like, it is that important. Like, 51 literally got a lot of us through when we getting, like, a lot of the kids are getting picked on, or like, we didn't really we felt like we were kind of like on the outside, we didn't fit in. That became our crutch. And it wasn't like we was out there selling crack or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We was out there just being a crew and being a family. And I remember one time we all got together, and one weekend, my boy was home alone. So we were all over there hanging out, playing video games. We all went to the grocery store and bought food to cook, and we made dinner, and all of us ate dinner at the house. Mind you, you ain't supposed to have nobody over, but instead we went out there and had like a video game party and cooked food and cleaned dishes. Like, all of us were just hanging out, you know what I'm saying? We used to go see movies at like 13 deep, go see the movies back, R.I.P. Randy. We used to go and see the movies. Randy used to let all of us in. We used to all see the movies for free. And then after watching the movie, it was 51 was like my family growing up. This is like my family. So I hold 51 as kind of like, I hold on to it as, I do treat it like a last name. It's like that's what I grew up. When I grew up as Blue. I grew up as 51. So it's a combination of who I am, of who I want to be, and who I used to be. So I have Blue in the front and 51 in the back. 51 is kind of like who I used to be, but also like, you don't want to forget. I don't want to forget that. Those days were important to me. So I hope that answers the question. Look, I'm going to try. I swear for the Lord, I'm going to try to make the next video during the daylight time, all right? Maybe I'll do it after Barbershop Friday. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'm going to try to do it after Barbershop Friday. Again, drop a question in the comments or send me a question to BLUEcountyLLC@gmail.com. Love you guys. Catch you later.